Guilty balls.
Boss.
What were you channeling there?
I had to get in one last Christmas tune before the Christmas season's over.
I felt like that was very Christmassy. I was like, that feels like a Christmas tune.
Awesome.
Mine was not a Christmas tune, but hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and all that. Hopefully it was good. Good. Did you have a good one?
It was pretty awesome. So I think I said it last time that we recorded. A friend was over, so that friend was here for his birthday and then also for Christmas, which was pretty awesome. So yeah,
Nice.
it was nice. It was pretty awesome. And how about you?
Yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable. The fam was home. And then we had the Byers Christmas this last weekend. That was good. A little bit smaller than normal. But it
Oh,
was
really?
Still, yeah. It was still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I got a meat kit. That's what my Byers gift was.
Mm.
And
Awesome.
I meant to do it like as soon as I got home, but we got home like, 1 or 2 a.m. So I
Yep.
was like, I'm doing it tomorrow on Monday, and I didn't because I was busy all day. And now today
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing it today, and then I got busy. So
Oh man. Now that was with the D, correct? It was not a meat kit, it was a mead
it was
kit.
mead, though people keep
That's-
saying meat kit. But I've never had trouble in that area, so.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm excited to make mead. That'll be fun.
That's super cool.
That's
Yeah,
like
because
right
that's
with my chemistry background, right?
and that you get to use honey.
Yes.
So yeah.
It was like the original thing done by the Norse settlers. I'm like, I'm super down with that. I love honey anyway, so I've always wanted to try, and I've always thought about brewing stuff. You know that. We've talked about it a
Yeah.
lot, and so, having that there. Yeah, so I'm excited. And I wouldn't say I manifested this because it was like a Byers Christmas, though. The nephew put it in, was like, I was totally thinking of you, and I did this.
Oh,
But
nice.
One of our listeners is a brother of mine, and he thinks we are so funny. But
Good.
he was laughing and laughing about us manifesting. And I'm like, oh, have you seen my deer? And he's like, no, what deer? He goes, I'm behind. I'm like, then you don't know nothing about no manifesting. You don't know nothing. And speaking of that, I had a kiddo. I told him, I'm like, I keep calling you a kid, but he's like 27.
Okay.
But I asked him to come like to my practice today and kind of like inspire people. He's like one of the things that I think is cool is he does body weight calisthenics. Like the
Okay.
people who hold themselves out straight or do muscle ups on. You see him on TikTok. He's like one of those.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he has a national competition in Florida coming up. And I'm like, come in, wrestle with us. Maybe you can inspire the kiddos and do some things.
Yeah.
But afterwards, we were talking about like a few different things. And he was talking about different injuries he had and different things that were working. I was talking about like, how the kids do cupping a lot. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I go, the thing is with all of this stuff, I go, at the end of the day, you have to say, did this work for you? And he's like, right? And I'm like, right. I go, like, for me, when I'm trying to decide if something's useful, I go, the science brain doesn't matter. What matters is results. The ends
Yes.
truly justify the means. So if that makes my kiddos' backs feel better,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's all in their head or not. I don't give two shits. What I care about is that they feel better and they're able
Yeah.
to keep working. I'm like, so
Uh-huh.
it doesn't make any difference to me why they feel that way. Like, as long as they feel that way. And the guy was like, yeah, exactly. And he's like, because I've done this and this. And like, he's like, my neck hurt forever. And then it was like magic. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because it was magic.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the book now, but there's a back pain book that's like that. Like, it goes through all this stuff and it's like, and a lot of people, it's in their mind. Like, they keep their stress in their back or whatever. And I used to do that. And it was like, it's just like, oh, it's all done. The back pain went away.
Yeah.
So
my wife has talked about before that people are like, you're all tight. And they're like, it's all of your stress. They're like, because that's what you do. You tense up.
Yeah.
right? And they're like,
Yeah. People keep their stress in different spots too.
yes, they do that kind of things. And like we always
Hmm.
talk, like my one daughter has like digestive issues all the time, lactose intolerant and whatever. Well,
Hmm.
we noticed that it also is really bad when she has high anxiety, right? So if it's
Hmm.
like finals week, her digestive system goes to pot,
Oh, it's even worse.
right? Like, and we're
Interesting.
like, she'll be like, I don't understand why this is happening. Like, I'm not drinking milk and I'm not doing this. What's causing it? I'm like, your anxiety. Like,
Hmm.
that's what's causing it. And then she went to the doctor. She's like, I don't know about all that. And then she went to the doctor, and they're like, well, it's your anxiety causing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're like, really? And they're like, yeah, like your body's trying to flush everything out because it's anxious.
Hmm.
And like, if you think
Yeah.
about it from more of a like evolutionary standpoint, right? When you got to run fast, you want all that stuff cleared out of your body before the
Hmm.
lion comes, right?
Yeah. That's like when we were kids in track. I used to go to the
Yes.
bathroom 3 times before every track meet.
Yes, all the time, right? The
Hmm.
bathrooms would be full.
Hmm. Yep.
Right? Like that stuff affects you, and people don't realize, like they don't realize that this is a complete system. Right?
Oh
It's like a complete
yeah.
system. Yeah.
That's
Right?
not made up of parts, right?
Like it's a whole thing, and each part like affects another part. Well, like and like the same guy, like he had hurt his knee a little bit, and he's like, "Man, are those like tendons connected like all the way to the IT band in my hip?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like it runs like the
Hmm.
whole like length there. Like yeah,
Hmm.
that's what happens. Like you
Yep.
twinged it down there, but you're feeling it in your hip because it's one big rubber band,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word. So
Yep.
I'm like,
That's like when I used to play Ultimate. I mean, just diving and everything, it would get messed up, and like my leg would hurt really bad. And I had a friend that was a chiropractor, and he just like mess with my back, and it'd be all better. He's like, "Oh, you must have hurt your shoulder or something." I'm like, "What?" You're exactly
yes,
right. It's all connected.
it is all connected, and people don't. They like to think about it as like separate things. Like my hand is just my hand. Right?
Hmm.
Like this is the thing, and but this is connected to everything in here, right? So
Yeah, you're exactly right.
you gotta pay attention to all of it, and this is connected to the whole dang thing.
Hmm.
So you gotta be aware. Gotta be aware of all of
Hmm.
that jazz. So it's
Yep.
almost New Year's. We're one
I
day
know.
away
I
from
was
New
thinking of
Year's.
that today.
So what
I
are you
was
doing?
thinking
Are
of
you
that.
coming to Michigan for New Year's Eve? We're gonna
That
celebrate.
would be awesome. That would be awesome. If I had a dog sitter, I'd already be up there right now. Although I did see like you guys had crazy storms and it was supposed to get like super windy and cold and stuff. But
I don't know if it got that cold, but it was. The wind was stupid, and the
the
UP
wind was
is like
silly
shut
here.
down.
Hmm.
So
I heard that.
all blizzardy up there. Yeah, I had a couple kiddos who were like, "Are we canceling practice?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, like why?
I'm like, "Why?" Like it's wind. Your car drives in 55-mile-an-hour wind all the time.
I mean, it's not you're not a Yugo going over the Mackinac Bridge. That's
No,
different.
it's different. It's totally different. We're not closing it down. So
That's cool.
yeah,
No, I was actually still debating like, oh, we could make it up, but it's just not going to work. Well, I even had a dream that we went on another cruise,
ooh,
and Gina's like, yeah, yeah, and I was like, we don't have a dog sitter. Like,
you could get rid of the
we
dogs.
that's high on my list. High on my list.
You're manifesting no dogs. Can you manifest the negative? I think you can. I think you can.
You can. I think other family members might be upset with that. I mean, I love the dogs. Don't get me wrong. I love the dogs. I do not like cleaning up pee.
Mhm.
That's inside where I sleep.
That's in the
Inside
bad
my
list.
domicile. Yeah.
Yeah, Cal's had a couple accidents. I'm like, well, he's got to go.
Mm-hmm. Is that just from being excited and not wanting to like leave?
I think it's
Yep, that
because like, he's
happens.
too tired, right? And so then he goes to sleep and he sleeps too
Mm.
hard. 'Cause
Mm.
He's too tired.
Okay. See, like sometimes that happens during the day, but it's for like being excited and not wanting to miss anything.
No,
Like,
these are always like at night.
although we've had some weird stomach bugs going around, so
Oh, that's no fun.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Just like for me, it's just like all day, like extreme pain. Well, not extreme pain, maybe like a 3, 4 pain level. little like shoot to 6, but for other people it's more. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So we probably don't want to bring any sickness up to you.
You probably got it from the cruise. I've heard that's the thing, norovirus.
That could be a thing. Although friends who almost went on the cruise with us, they were thankful they didn't go because their stomachs were super upset and weird things were going on. So it's one of those two.
So
or
maybe
both.
they had the noro and they gave it to you guys.
Who knows? Who knows?
Dang it!
We've done our fair share of spreading before, so
that's true. We like to spread it around.
It happens. Yep.
So do you have
build
plans?
Stronger.
Since you're not coming here, do you have plans for New Year's Eve?
I don't know. We're waiting to hear back from Tony and Cynthia, so we might go over there. Nice. I guess that's usually we would do something like that. We did that for Christmas. It was a good time, and I was laughing about my Thanksgiving plate, and my Christmas plate looked very, very similar. So lots of rice and yummy goodness. So
I
was pretty
laughing
awesome.
to myself because for Christmas dinner this year, like you were talking about how like you go and you get like Chinese with Papa and stuff, right?
We did that too.
Yeah. And so I'm like laughing about that to myself, and we get around time for Christmas dinner. And I'm like, all right, let's make dinner. I'm like, what are we having tonight? And they're like, we're making sweet and sour chicken or something. I'm like, wait, for real? And they're like, yeah, can you go make fried rice for us? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. So I made fried rice, and we had like, sweet and sour chicken. I had some today. There was some left over, so I ate that for lunch. But
awesome. Do you make that in your Hexclad, or do you have a separate wok?
No, I made it in the Hexclad wok.
Nice.
I mean, we might have another wok somewhere, but why
you have? Oh, you bought the Hexclad wok?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So I got Gina the 3 frying pans and then the 3 saucepans.
Oh, nice.
So they've been awesome so far.
That was for Christmas?
That was for Christmas.
Yeah, we didn't get the saucepans because we have Cuisinart saucepans, which are really good saucepans. So
yeah,
I wasn't going to get those, and I had some that I liked, but I got the 3 pans, and it came with a wok, or I ordered the wok extra. I can't remember.
Nice. That's awesome.
But yeah, I was just telling somebody, was like, they were talking about pans. I was like, oh yeah, we have Hexclad. And they're like, we looked at those. Are they any good? And I'm like, I mean, I like them. Like, they don't seem to break down as fast. Like, I use metal utensils on them and forks, and
yeah, they're definitely next tier.
They're better than like getting anti-stick or Teflon.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't have the cleanup of like cast iron or aluminum. So they clean up super easy. So yeah, listeners, if you want to drop money, Hexclad are pretty good. We decided when we bought the Hexclad, you and I saw them at an event. So we had seen them at an event, and I was like, those are pretty cool. And ended up buying them for like a Mother's Day or birthday or something later on. But I got tired of buying pans all the time because I'd buy cheap pans because I'm like, what do I care? I'll just buy a cheap pan. But then I was buying a cheap pan every time. Like the girls would overheat it and cool it down too fast, or the stuff would get scraped off. Yeah. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get these. And so I did. And so far, I mean, I can't remember when we went to that, but they're still there, still going.
That was the second VCon. So it was at least 2 years ago.
Right.
Over 2 years ago.
And the part that was funny to me that I was just talking about is these Hexclads come, I don't know if yours did, but they come with protective covers. Like bags. And so like when we first got them, we were like putting them in the bags and putting them away. And I'm like, why are we doing this? And she's like, well, to protect them. I'm like, from what? And she goes, well, like they'll rub together in the cupboard and they'll get like scratched up. I'm like, well, first off, they shouldn't move around in the cupboard because the house doesn't have earthquakes.
I'm like,
second, the whole spiel with them is that you can use metal utensils and stir in them and scrape them and do whatever, and it won't hurt them at all. I go, so why do you need to protect them if they're telling you that they're so durable you can scratch them all the time and it won't hurt them?
That is true.
I'm like, either they need protection, huh?
I like the neatness inside the cupboard.
Yeah, that is a good part. I did not like the annoyingness of it. I think those covers are still in the cupboard, probably in the back, scrunched up.
Mhm. Not folded nicely.
No, with all of the pots just shoved in there, stacked up with each other.
There you go.
So, and so far they have not been damaged that I can tell. So,
There you go.
no,
That's
no,
all that matters.
yeah. I'm just excited you guys are cooking, but what are you cooking on? I didn't think you had a stove.
No, we have hot plates. We
Oh,
have two
okay.
hot plates.
So you just use the
Yeah.
hot plates with them.
Yeah, mostly plugins. Mostly we use our plug-in skillets, but yeah, we have like one of the flat hot plates, and then we have a coil hot plate. So it
Nice.
just depends. But
I
yeah, I've been making my breakfast.
I was just looking at your ring while you're talking, and it
Hmm.
made me think. I was talking to one of my brothers at Buyer's Christmas, and he was talking about how he always puts his money into like a money market account, and I'm like we have ours in a money market, but it doesn't pay that much interest. And he was
Hmm.
talking about how his never pays like less than 4,
Really?
and I was like, what is he talking about? So I did research and I found all sorts of different money market type things, right?
Hmm.
And they're around 4 depending on how much risk you want with your money market and stuff. But the whole point of this is I was talking to my assistant and said, you know, give me like the best money market out there, like rate it. And it said, well,
Hmm.
do you want it to be FDIC insured or whatever? If you want it FDIC
Oh.
insured, these are the ones that'll do it. If you want to go like a real money market account, these ones do it, blah, blah, blah. And so I hadn't heard of the First Bank, but I clicked on it and looked at it, and it looks awesome. And you're wondering why this is tied to your ring. Because when
Hmm.
you open a checking account there, they say it's the first of its kind, but they give you a ring. That's how you do all of your transactions.
Really?
So
That.
it's like a
Uh-huh.
ring, and they're like, I'm like, it must be like a tap and pay, right, system
Uh-huh.
or something.
Yeah.
But it's like it comes free with the checking account, and then you like pay everything with that.
And that's not FDIC insured?
No, that one is.
Wow. And so yeah, that makes sense because you could easily, I mean, if there's a chip in your card, you can easily put a chip in a ring.
Literally what my wife said. Because I'm like, look at this. This is like crazy cool. And she goes, well, it makes sense. If you can have a chip in a card, why the hell couldn't you put a chip in anything you wanted?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Let me see if I
yeah,
can
for
reach my
sure.
computer. I didn't turn on my other computer. Are you going to tell us what that is? Are you going to
So,
give a shout out?
yeah, I'll give you a shout out because I might use it. Where did I put it? It is called Quantic, I think is how I pronounce it. Well, that's obviously how
Quantic.
I do. Quontic.
Huh.
And I know the screen's black, people. I had to switch to looking at my thing. Yeah.
Quontic.
Quontic.
Open an
Quantic.
account. Okay.
Yeah. And so if you scroll down, you'll see where it has like the ring for the checking accounts, I think. Probably like on the main
That's
page.
so interesting. And there were some videos there and stuff too. The
Yeah.
digital bank on a mission. Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Mortgages, everything. Oh, look at that. Quantic Pay Ring. Wearable payment device. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their money market account, which it says is their most popular, and I'm like, yeah, no shit, is 4.1% APY.
Yeah, I see the checking right there for you probably have to have direct deposit and stuff, but
No, I
most
don't
people
think
do.
so. Like it has no fees, it has no nothing.
Well, it says up to, so I'm always leery when it says up to.
Which one are you looking at?
Oh, okay. No, this says money market right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at the money market. It's just 4.1%.
The other thing that I clicked on it said up to.
Oh, yeah.
That's super interesting.
Yeah, it's worth like looking at, isn't it?
That's fun. Yeah, that's really really cool.
So anyway, but the whole point was is your ring reminded me of that ring. And
There you go.
I was like, look at where we're going to, people. Where now you're just gonna
Hmm.
have rings and be like, and that's how you
Yeah,
pay.
just whoop.
Yeah. Which
Nothing to
right
worry
now,
about.
like I noticed this, I don't know, last time I was doing something, traveling or something, but like my wife never gets out her credit cards anymore. She only like she'll walk up to wherever she's at and just tap her phone, and I'm
Yep.
like, oh wow, like she never gets any
Yep.
of that out because
No,
I would always have to give her mine because she'd like leave hers in the car, or whatever. I'd be like, oh, here's mine, and I did it, and she's like, I don't need that, and she just like tapped. I was like, oh, okay.
nice. Yeah, it's funny because not that I'm there much, but there's been a couple times where I just ran into a Walmart really fast and only had my phone because I was just like, okay, like I was using my phone a lot for that, just tap to pay. And for whatever reason, the two different Walmarts that I was at, they didn't have tap to pay anywhere. So I'm like, I have all my crap there, and I had to walk back out to the car, get my card to be able to slide it in the machine. Like, you people.
How could they
Like,
be that
come on.
backwards? I even use my watch. Like most of the time when I do vending machines, I use the watch on the vending machine. I'm just like,
I
right.
can believe it.
I'm like, I'm not getting out my phone or my wallet. I'm just
Like, I'm not even messing around.
yeah, I'm just tapping the watch
That's really
and moving
cool.
on. So yeah,
That's
fun
awesome.
things. Okay, so if you're one of our regular listeners, which is a few of you, you know we don't do New Year's resolutions. That's not one of our things. But we do talk about big things we want for the year. Like you probably bought your big ass calendar, did you?
Yep. Well, I don't buy that brand.
But you get a thing that's
Jeep.
similar.
Yes, and I love it. I actually last year I never hung it up just because my desks were in weird spots and I kept moving. I think I took it down once and just never put it back up.
Yeah.
And it was a pain. Like I have it up and it's at a great spot. So I love it. I think it's really awesome.
So what is? Oh my gosh! I just had a great idea for me. But what's your big thing this year? Like, what are some of the things you want to do?
For this next year, I'm really looking forward to seeing our friend's property. So going up to the UP, I'm really excited about that. I don't know like how that's going to look. I think it'd be awesome if our families were there and stuff. If it's just the guys, so I think that's really cool. I can't remember if we've talked about that on here or not. One of our friends bought some property. He can see Canada, and it's in Lake Huron, but you need a ferry to get there. So, and he's invited us up, and he's been making some changes and stuff. So that's going to be really cool.
I showed some pictures of it to my wife and said we got to go this summer. So
yeah,
we're down.
Yeah. Up until just a couple days ago, I thought I don't know why, but in my mind I had things mixed up. I thought this was the year that we had to decide on the warehouse and what we were going to do. That's actually not until next year. So
you had said that before, and I said I thought it was next year, and you were like, "Nope, it's this year." I was like, "Oh, my years
you were
are
exactly
all screwed
right.
up."
You're
That makes
exactly
it feel so
right.
much better.
It came up again, and I was like, you know what? I need to look that up. You're exactly right. It's 27.
I was like,
so,
I can't. I've been worrying about things lately. Like, I'm like, is my mind starting to lose some of its capacity? And that was one of the things where I'm like, I can't believe I screwed that up. I thought I had that like straight.
Because I forget what we were talking about. I don't remember what it was, but I had made a comment like, "Oh, it had to have been like this many years ago," and I'm like, it couldn't have been 5 years ago because 5 years ago, it was still 2020.
Yes.
So I'm like Gina and I haven't been together 5 years.
No.
So I'm like, oh, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh, we have a whole nother. Ideally, we could still like take care of everything and
better to plan
like,
early.
We would like to keep it, so ideally it's that. But and not that I felt that I was really stressed by it. It was just like this is just the next stage. So I don't know if that might make me not lazy, but it's just like, oh, I don't have to decide for another year and a half. So yeah, it was just a relief. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like because we were talking about the kitchen. And talking about the hot plates, like you're just bringing up. And I'm like, because we have a whole nother year and a half, if we wanted, we could just move these walls, open up the kitchen more, and put in a stove.
Yeah.
Because when we were first talking about putting in the stove, all the 20 amps were taken, and I didn't want to move things around. Well, we could have made it work if Gina said, I really, really want a stove and oven in here. I could have made it work. But now there are open wires where a stove could easily get plugged into, just move move something around. So
Nice.
I don't know if we'll do that or not to make that extra space, but it's something that we've been talking about. Like,
That'll be
but
awesome.
but I've been changing the back a lot. That's what I did this weekend. I was in the back in the warehouse, like moving things around and really changing things around. So
Um,
we'll see what happens.
Speaking about my brother being behind on these,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far he is behind, but he asked
Oh,
me why you keep switching jobs.
you didn't tell him?
No, but I'm like, how far behind are you?
Yeah, that's
Like
really
that's like
behind.
really a long time ago. Because he's like, so why is Jared keep like doing like finding other jobs and doing this? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, he's doing sheets like he's always been. And he's like, no,
Yeah.
he like was at a car dealer and a Harley dealer and this. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you're way back. He's like, I told you I was behind. I'm like, you're
Oh
stupid
yeah.
behind.
So yeah, if anyone else is wondering that, any of our regular listeners, I do have the business like as a regular gig. I was just trying to do well. I can't remember if I talked about this on here, but maybe he missed it. When you catch up, fan of the show. I always love it. Yeah, I did the Harley just because I wanted to get out of the house. Like I need to do
Yes.
something different. Like it was just like I wasn't leaving besides just to do my orders. And I love my family. I love spending time with them. I just needed more human interaction. And then I didn't necessarily agree with the owner, and I wasn't there to help the owner change his ways.
Right.
So that's why I left there. And then I had the 3 worst months that I ever had on my website. Like literally the 3 worst months I ever had. And I was like, well, crap. Like, unless I want to drain all my savings, like I need to do something. So that's when I was at the car dealership, and I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And for whatever reason, I went up to Michigan, went up to the party,
Mm-hmm.
and I came back and I sat there for 3 days. And they had told me that that dealership was slow and just put in your time, but it was insanely slow. And I'm like sitting, oh, so in between that time, like right when I started at the dealership, I decided for my sheets, I'm going to just put everything on clearance.
Yeah.
So I just discounted everything. So then I had like the 3 best months I ever had while I was at the car dealership. And then I come back to the car dealership and I was sitting there for 3 days to finish off that month, like no leads coming in, no one coming in the lot. And I was just like, nope.
I'm out. I'm done.
Like, I don't love this that much.
Right?
I mean, maybe if it was closer, I mean, I can see like some other things, like if some of the situations were slightly different, it could have been that slow. But if it was 10 minutes away, like I might have been in a different mindset. But this was 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, on top of the 10-hour days, I'm at 45 there, 45 back. So, yeah, it was just that was cutting into family time. And I was,
You
the
went the
summer was
opposite
was
direction.
going on, yeah, the opposite direction where the kids are having fun, they're out of school, because that was the end of June
Yes.
when I made that decision. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I I have an opportunity, which we've talked about, which he hadn't heard that yet, which I think would be way different. And we're going to, touch on that a little bit later next year in January.
Yeah.
So that's something completely different. It's not somewhere where I'd have to go somewhere. But I think that I can use some of the skills that I have to do that. So I would ideally, I would like to do something else besides sheets. I mean, I'm obviously running low on sheets. If I could be somewhere and establish something or start something, I have some other ideas as well, which you have had some ideas, but
Yeah.
some other ideas, some businesses to start where it's just like, okay, like, we could do this and, I could be very happy
Well, and
because I do love for myself.
I feel like I'm at the point where I think I have like two goals business wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be weird for listeners probably, I guess, but like we've always talked, we're not normal people, so we get that we're not. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like on one hand, I would not mind doing a business that added to my legacy, right? So what I mean by that, and my wife and I will argue about this all the time, right? But if I could buy a huge apartment building, right? Or if I
Mm-hmm.
could like buy up a town's main street and renovate it and make it awesome, like,
Yeah.
and then pass that on to my kids and grandkids and, make a legacy kind of a thing. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that would be cool to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think my wife is not down for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it because it's more work and it's all that stuff. But like, if I was gonna do something, that's what I want to do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like she's against buying more rentals, which I get. Like the mental strain is kind of rough for her just
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't need more work. I'm past that point in my life, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna work, it's got to be for something cool, right? So one is like that legacy thing, and the other thing is
Yeah.
doing it purely because I want to do it. Like it's not about the money at
Mm-hmm.
all, right? It's because,
Yeah.
oh, I think that would be a cool thing to do. Like and the money
Mm-hmm.
is not part of the equation. So like we've talked before about like books and bourbon.
Yeah.
Like I visualize, and I don't know if this would work, but my wife actually like was like, "Oh, I can visualize that. I can see that." But I'm like, if I owned a place where it was like, think of it like part bookstore, part bar, part
Mm-hmm.
game room, right? And it's not there for people to come and get drunk or people, it's there to like hang out. And that's what I would use it for, right? So instead of being like here in my house hanging out, which I love, this would
Mm-hmm.
be another place where I would just like hang out, which I would also be the owner and operator.
Yeah.
But the whole
Mm-hmm.
point is to hang out, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think of like Matt's place, right? Where you guys all go and hang out. But imagine
Mm-hmm.
if that was your daily life, right?
Yeah.
Like if your daily life was
Mm-hmm.
just, I'm hanging out here. When are you open? When I want to be here. Like I want to be here. I
Yeah.
want to open. I want to hang out. And like, if nobody wants to hang out that night, I'm reading a book. If people want to hang out, like I'm chit chatting, I'm talking, I'm having discussions,
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing
Well,
board games, I'm doing whatever.
yeah. Well, even like when you first talked about it, you had talked about it as like just a membership. So people could come hang
Yeah.
out whenever they want. So if someone's in the mood that night, like you said, you're going to be there.
Yeah.
Other people are there, whatever.
And I've had lots of iterations of this. I was telling somebody recently, recent being within the last 3 months, but I was like, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
have this vision. I go, and it keeps being modified. I go, but in one of my visions, it's like that, but then on like the third floor, it's like a dance place where you go and dance. And on the
Yeah.
second floor, it's like this. And they're like, oh, there's a place like in Grand Rapids that it's done by
Mm-hmm.
floors and it's like super
Yeah.
cool. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, and like another thing I wanted was, I want an outdoor area like Dark Horse Brewery
Mm-hmm.
where you can go and play beanbag toss or play horseshoes or
Mm-hmm.
where it's like semi covered and semi not and you can just go hang out like again I
Especially like a Michigan summer.
yes because I'm like and again like as you can tell from this vision, this business is not meant for other people.
Yeah.
Like it's not meant for other people, it's not meant for making money, it's meant for like me to enjoy life the way I want to enjoy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it happens to make money at the same time, well, that'd be cool. Like
Yeah.
it'd be cool if it just paid for itself. But so
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly. Like, oh, sweet.
sweet, I have this thing and it paid for itself. Like that's good. So anyway, my business dreams as we've gotten older have now changed where I'm like, because I'm also content to just do none of that and just keep playing with money all the time, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so,
Actually, that's funny. Oh, go ahead.
but
Didn't mean to
it's just
interrupt.
good to be like, in that kind of state where okay, we get to kind of do what we want and you know,
Yeah.
just do the hangout.
So let's see. So this reminded me because I was actually thinking of this. This goes all the way up to today. So, because I had some big goals, like there were, like I put on my phone where it's like almost that I'm looking at it, and I didn't make them on January 1st. I had made them through the year, and I don't think I hit any of them, which is pretty awesome. Really, as a thing. Oh wait, this. Darn it.
Oh no, did you lose it
This is
all?
happening. No, no, I have it. This happened earlier when you had written me.
Oh.
Like it oops. It was messed up. I don't know if I can get to it, but I'm trying to see if that. I don't think I hit any of those. I'll just do a restart while we're starting. Because yeah, it was just like, so I could look at it. I like when I go to open up my phone, it's there. I can see it. So although I'm looking, I might have hit my sheet goal. I might have hit my sheet goal number. I'm not sure about that. That's what I was looking. But I had something for the Harley dealership, which I didn't hit. I had something for when I was at the car dealership, and I didn't take the Harley dealership out of it. Like I had just added the other stuff into it.
Right.
And I had some other ideas that I was going to do, and I had numbers for those. So yeah, it was just like who cares? You know,
Yes.
I'm there, and in my mind there was nothing that was exciting enough for me to really go after it to where I made that a manifestation.
Right.
Because
right.
part of that is your excitement and really is doing it.
For reals,
So,
for reals.
Yeah, so I'm going to see here. It went away. I had to restart my phone.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
it was just like I'm not sad or angry or anything. It was just like, oh, okay. Like I didn't do it.
Yeah. It makes me think that my family should have goals this year. Like, what are our goals for the year? And what are things we
Yeah.
want to do? Maybe we'll spend a little New Year's Eve doing that. Though, because my wife does financials, right? We've interviewed her before. Apparently,
Yep.
the end of the year is rough. Like,
I imagine she's pretty busy.
yeah, she didn't get home last night till like 7, and like today she was like, okay, I've got to work. Like, I've got to get work done. I'm like, okay. She's like, the amount of stuff I have to get done in the next day is like staggering.
Oh, so yeah, I didn't put I thought I made one for the dealership. I had one from books, which I didn't hit either.
Nice.
So, but yeah. And
The,
I did hit my sheet goal. So
I noticed I haven't like done my financial books yet, but I did notice every once in a while I get like money from Amazon.
nice.
I don't
That's
know if people are
awesome.
buying my books or like how it is, but I'll see
That's
like
super awesome.
$1 come in. I'll be like, oh, there's $1 from Amazon. Like, what's that from? So
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of those as well. It's exciting.
I was thinking about. I thought about this yesterday, and I don't know if I'll do this. I'm not good with things like this, as we all know. But I was like, I think I want to take one of my journals and force myself every day to write in it. Not write necessarily the journal, but like, oh man, I was looking for a journal for one of my daughters the other day. She needed one. And now I'm like, wait, there's a whole damn stack here. Which one is it? Oh, it's the prayer one. Okay. But anyway,
So it's funny that you're. Oh, go ahead.
But I was like thinking about things like poems and songs and stuff like that. And I was like, I should like sit there and maybe like use one of ours that has sayings and see if it inspires me that day. Or maybe I cross it off and say, this is what I'm inspired by today. And I thought that would probably be good for me as a habit. But I've never been good at that. So.
Yeah, it's funny, I was on that same page, only I was going to set up a thread and talk to Nova every day, but use it as a journal. Yeah. Because when I first got it, that was my idea. Like, oh, I can talk to my AI every day. And not that I necessarily need any response or anything, but just like, hey, this is going to be my journal. I want to put down my thoughts every day.
Well, and I was thinking it more, and the reason why I was putting it in the journal was more because I was like, how cool would it be for my kids? Again, just like this was made for my kids, but for them to like see this journal and be like, oh my gosh, in 2026, look at all the stuff Dad wrote. Yeah. Right? Look at these poems.
Like what was going on.
Stuff and look, you can tell he was grumpy this day or happy this day or, you know. I always
you can get some of those creative juices out.
Well, that's what I thought. Like maybe get that like on paper or something. Like maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. But again, I'm not good with that. And I think maybe to combat this, and this is like what I tell people all the time, right? But I don't listen to my own advice, is what we always say is I just need to do it and not be held to a structure like, hey,
Yeah.
don't worry about if you do it every night. Like if you
Mhm.
see it and you're in the mood, do it. And if you're not, then don't. And don't like make it a thing that, because that's why you put it away, right? Because you made it a
Yeah.
thing and then you're like, oh, I failed, and you put it away. But if you're just like,
Mhm.
when I'm in the mood, I'm going to write, like maybe that's the right path to take
Yeah.
and get stuff down. So,
Mhm.
so I do think I'm going to have a goal for this year, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep. My wife the other day said I had a flat butt.
Uh-oh.
I was like, what? I'm like,
I didn't realize that.
I don't think I have a flat butt. She goes, I think it's flatter than it used to be. And I'm like, I think it's been the same butt I've always had. And she's like, nope, I think it's flatter. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to start doing some work then. I don't want to have
There you go.
flat butt.
I just heard a comedian, it was literally 2 days ago, talking about how guys do not care about their asses.
Not even
He's
a
like, it
little bit.
doesn't matter. He's like, we have, whether it's flat or round or what, like, we just don't worry about it.
It's never a thing.
I always wondered, I don't know if mine is flat or not.
Well,
I imagine it's flatter.
She like never says anything about my body. So to have that be the thing, I was like,
Yes.
I'm like, I better take some
That's
action
hilarious.
on this. So
Yep, she's telling you. Oh, real quick, it seems like you're trying to leave.
no, I wasn't
We
trying
watch-
to leave, but I was
we
thinking
watch-
that I need to get a bigger butt. So I'm gonna
There
probably
you
start
go.
working on my butt.
There you go, do it. Do your squats while we're talking. Like,
All right, like the whole time I'll be like,
But we went and saw Anaconda today. Amazing. It was so funny. And I even cried at the end. Of course.
I saw like just like a little snippet somewhere, and I was like, they remade Anaconda, or is it like new?
It's the remake.
No, I thought it was a remake, and I was like, that
So-
looks hilarious.
So the story is just, it won't, no spoilers, but Jack Black's character and Paul Rudd's character, they want to remake Anaconda. So it's a movie about them remaking Anaconda.
Nice, like
I'll leave it
kind
at
of
that.
like King Kong, where Jack Black is like the
Yeah.
director for King Kong.
Yeah.
It's not Jack Black. Which, speaking of, I'm halfway through Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm enjoying it.
Good.
And
Good.
I told, without spoilers, told like my wife the premise of it, and she's like, that sounds like amazing. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't know if it's in your ballpark. I go, but I'm finding it very enjoyable. So,
I think she would enjoy it.
yeah,
It's
maybe.
not quite like a lit RPG, and I hope our friend Jamie, because he was just asking about it.
Yeah.
I hope that he listens to it. So hope you listen to it, Jamie.
Yeah, so listeners, a lot of stuff to take back as you go into the new year, but
Mhm.
Dungeon Crawler Carl so far gets balls, seal of approval. That bank, I'll let you know how that goes.
Mhm. Yeah, that's interesting.
My daughter needed the journal because for the brother who's a listener, she was putting together a gift for him, and she's like, I wish I had like your journals because he listens to your podcast. I'm like, you can have them signed by the author. And she almost called you, Kilted, to like send us like a sign page to stuff in it, but she didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I did sign it right on the cover. He thought
That's
that was
awesome.
the best thing.
That's super awesome.
It was good. It was good. So yeah. Well, anyway, listeners, we are gone way, way past what we normally do. I'm
Uh-oh.
so sorry that we went long, but we were having a good time. We hope you were
Mhm.
too. Hope you kick off the New Year's great. Hopefully, we're smart enough to do some minis for the New Year's. We seem to have horrible times
Oh, wait.
doing minis.
I was thinking about that. I haven't done any personal minis either, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm just off the grid for a little bit.
Man, I haven't done like TikToks for my personal TikToks, which people always tell me. They're like, I love your TikToks. I follow you all the time. You need to post more. And I never do. Like, I always think about it. I'm like, But this time I'm like, I'm doing a TikTok. And Cal's like in the background laughing at me. So maybe that should be one of our goals. Like, we do a little bit better on our TikToks and YouTubes.
How about we set the goal today so it's not a New Year's resolution?
Love it. I always like starting things in December so I can say I don't have New Year's resolutions. I've done that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Great idea.
So what the goal is that we're going to do more. Be more regular.
Do more.
So we're going to do more.
Be more
people.
regular.
Yep. It's
Mhm.
like kind of like pooping, but with social media, which is kind of like pooping, honestly.
Mhm.
So
Kind of like,
kinda
yeah.
like it. So anyway, have a great New Year's. Be safe, be happy, ring it in, and hopefully it's the start of a great 2026 for you. This is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon Jared. Love you all.